You're also on TV, but you have no idea. You don't know that at all. We heart you too. Yes. Great job. Kisses all around. Robert Garcia to the game for the Rangers. They lead 9-3.
Garcia's in a nice little rhythm here. Hasn't been scored upon his last 4 outings after going through a little bit of a hiccup in early August.
Starts Colby Thomas off with a fastball. Swung on and missed. I mentioned this earlier, but it bears repeating. If the Rangers can close this one out, they'll hand the Athletics back-to-back losses for the first time for the Athletics since August 2nd and 3rd, just to kind of underscore how good they've been recently. Second best record in baseball over the last month or so, a game behind the Brewers, who I don't think they've lost in like 3 months. Mark Kotsay has done a great job with this young team. Not an easy circumstance having to play in Sacramento this year. They have 2 more years of it, but I imagine next year you kind of have a better idea what to expect. Maybe the acclimation process isn't as much of an adjustment, if at all.
It's gotta be weird for a lot of these guys.
Thomas bounces one through the middle. Leadoff single for the pinch hitter.
I was actually talking to Mike Thalblom about that. Mike, call him Mike. He's been the assistant clubhouse manager, not the assistant, the visiting clubhouse manager for a long time now. I guess he said I talked to him yesterday, he's been in baseball for 45 years. He said he's been asking a lot of the veteran players that come through, like, what do you like better? Do you like Oakland or do you like Sacramento? Now, the consensus still is that most of the veteran players, they miss Oakland just because it was a big league ballpark because of the history there. And just, this doesn't have quite the feel of what a major league ballpark does. But in a lot of ways, the favorite parts of playing here in Sacramento are the amenities, the newer clubhouse, the weight room, the training room, those sorts of things. And even a lot of players, he said, ones that have been able to come in on the off days with some time, they've shot down to Lake Tahoe.
Fly ball to right. Brett Harris, the pinch hitter, flies out.
But either way, I just don't know, even though the Coliseum wasn't the most beloved ballpark across baseball, I think all of these guys that have played there, they understand the history and its place in the game.
One of the things that always stood out to me about the Coliseum, and say whatever you want about the amenities, it seemed like everyone agreed the playing surface was immaculate.
It really was. All of these fields out in California, and it's been hot here the last few days.
Renee's in the air to center. Hellman makes the play, and the Athletics down to their final out. Zach Geloff, their last hope to keep the comeback alive. The playing surface here also really nice. Shot of the mound, and Robert Garcia, king of the hill right now. Pitch to Geloff, swung on and missed. The Rangers in a position where you just need wins, right? You don't need a style opponent, but the way they have been winning games recently, not the types of wins where you're like, yeah, they're winning, but I just don't feel great. These are the types of wins you're like, yeah, they're winning and they're rolling right now.
Yeah, they're on to something. There's a good feeling around the team. There's momentum. You don't even think about the guys that have gone down recently and the fact that Seager, Simeon, Uvalde are not available. You think about the fact that the guys that are here, the guys that are around, they are producing.
Well, you might be without one of the best hitters in baseball, Corey Seager. You might be without a guy who just finds ways to get things done in Marcus Simeon and Evan Carter and Jake Berger, but you still have some really good hitters in this lineup. They've shown that here recently. Well, Smith won a Silver Slugger last year. Langford is a budding star who's on the verge of a 2020 season. Peterson, Garcia, Josh Young, these are all-stars. A swing and a miss. Geloff walks out of the box. He gives himself up, and the strikeout ends the ball game. Robert Garcia shuts the door. 9-2.